Hello, good morning. Today is August the 4th, I believe, 2024. This is going to be sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm laying in the bed. I just woke up. Not just woke up, but about an hour ago. Excuse me. But today is August the 4th, 2024. This is my official 1-week update on Compounded Tirzeppi. It's been a crazy week. First and foremost, there was some talk by, I believe it was like the CEO of Eli Lilly, saying that Zepbound Tirzeppi, supposedly, is no longer. They were trying to say that it was no longer a shortage. So there was some talk on the internet about possibly compounded Tirzeppi not being able to be sold any longer due to it coming off the shortage list, but it hasn't actually officially come off the shortage list, so I don't really know. I think it's all speculation at this point. It seems to be a bit of a developing story. I'm not sure if a lot of people are still saying they're having problems getting the brand name medication, so I don't know that the shortage is really over. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just a week in. I'm just going to keep using. Excuse me. I should wait. I wasn't doing all of this yarning before I hit the record button. As soon as you try to do something, then you get super tired. Well, I am a little tired, but I don't know. But let me not ramble on. I'm not going to worry about the shortage or non-shortage. I'm just going to keep continuing to get it from my source until I can't get it from my source anymore. I'm not on a high dosage. I'm still in the very beginning of the process. So I'll figure it out. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Excuse me. Honestly, it's just too many things to worry about. So I started taking my shot Sunday night. So last Sunday, I took my first shot. But I decided I didn't really want to take my shot, but I didn't really want to wait another week to start it on the weekend, at the beginning of the weekend like I wanted to. So I decided at some point last week that I was going to try to move my shot up because I really want to take it on Fridays because I'm off on Saturdays and Sundays. So I really wanted to take it on Friday in the event that once I get up to higher dosages that I might not feel well, and I want to be able to just kind of rest. So then I decided, I really shouldn't just try to take it on Friday, because then if I take it on Friday, I would basically be taking it 2 days early than what I should. So I decided that I would take it on Saturday this week, and then next week take it on Friday. So it'll be like a gradual move up. So I would, really, really feel it, so to speak. So I took my shot a day early instead of taking it today. I took it last night, and I also took it like a few hours earlier because my first shot, I took it like almost right at bedtime, like 11:30 at night. But this time, I took it at like 9:30 at night, and then I was up for like a few hours. And then, oh Lord, I'm sorry. And then, So I took it about maybe like 9:30, 9:45-ish last night. And by 1, I was super, super tired, like exhausted tired. Not like my normal level of, hey, it's the end of the night, it's time to go to bed tired. No. It was like an insane, I could barely keep my eyes open type of tired. So I was like, okay, so I went to bed at 1. And then I woke up for some reason about 7:30. And it's about 8:30. Well, it's actually 8:30 right this moment. So, so I'm still a little super tired. But the only thing that I noticed, I still took it in my belly, but I took it in a different spot. I don't know if I took it too low, because I took it kind of like below my belly button. But I wanted to take it like in 4 different spots on my belly before I moved on to a different location, like a thigh or like an arm or something like that. So I wanted to like rotate around to the 4 different spots on my stomach and then move on to a different location in general and see how it works. So the next time I take it, I'll take it to the left of my belly, and then I'll take it to the top of my belly, and then that'll be like the 4 different places on my belly. And then when it's time for my next vial or whatever, I'll just move to, I think I'm going to try my thigh and see what happens with that. So I took it. I feel like this time, I feel like the shot was more painful than it was the last time. I don't know what that was about, but it felt more painful. I mean, it wasn't like hurty, like but it did hurt for a couple of hours afterwards. I was kind of shocked about that because I don't feel like the first shot hurt, but I felt like the one that I took yesterday definitely hurt. So I don't know. It still takes some getting used to giving myself the shot. So as far as the recap for this week, I felt like, I don't know, I felt like my mouth gets dry with this, which I wonder is, I think it might just be something that kind of happens with appetite suppressants and stuff. So my mouth was super dry, so I drank a lot of water and what's that stuff called? Water and like Gatorade-like stuff. Electrolytes, get it together. I wanted to actually, I still have a few bottles of Gatorade left here. So I was going to get some liquid IV, but I went to the store. I hadn't actually walked around the store in such a long time. Like I went to Walmart. I hadn't been to Walmart maybe in like a couple of months. And the last time I was there, I was with my dad and I really wasn't shopping. I was just forced up with him. But I was like actually looking around and looking at the prices, and the prices are insane in the store. So I was like, so I was going to get some liquid IV, which is pricey already, but I didn't end up getting it. Because I was like, well, you got some Gatorade Zero at home. So finish your Gatorade off first before you then, or at least get lower. I think I still have like probably a good 7 or 8 Gatorades. So, and I normally only drink like a bottle a day at the most. So I still at least got a week's worth if I had a bottle every day, like a week's worth of Gatorade. So I said, finish what you got at home before you buy something else. So but I'm thinking about possibly getting some type of like electrolyte drops off Amazon to put in water. But then I was looking online about how you can make your own electrolyte with just like salt and like water. I think like they were using lemon or something, like fresh pen juice to like do in there. So I still might be a little ways off from buying the electrolytes because I bought 4 limes when I was at Walmart because the limes were only 20. I wanted to get lemons, but lemons were like 69 cents each, which wasn't totally bad because I've seen lemons pricier than that, but limes are only like Mine were only like a quarter each, but they were kind of small. But that's okay because I wouldn't be using like the whole thing. I'd probably only want to use half a lime at the most. But anywho, so I might be trying to make my own electrolyte water. But then they had some Pedialyte on sale. I don't know if it was a sale. It was like $3.75. It was like Pedialyte Sport. But I don't really like the taste of Pedialyte. How many people like the taste of Pedialyte? I feel like it's horrendous. But they say that it really works when you're super dehydrated. But I just don't like the taste of it. So I can't really fathom drinking it. But I know. But I only saw it in a small section. But I didn't see any generics, but I feel like if I would have made it to the baby section, maybe I would have possibly seen some generics over there. But they had like name brand Pedialyte, which was like clearanced out. Pedialyte Sport, which was clearanced out for like $3.75. And then they had name brand Pedialyte, which was like, I think $4.99 or something. I feel like since certain people start talking about how good things are, like I feel like they're trying to jack up the price. So I don't know. But it could also be that I'm used to paying for like store brands and not necessarily name brands. But on an unrelated issue, I went to Walmart originally because I needed toilet paper. And it's a sad day when name brand toilet paper is less expensive than the Walmart brand. Like, what's going on? So, anywho, I ended up getting some toilet paper. But only like 6 rolls. Because I was like, oh, this toilet paper prices are insane. I'm used to getting my toilet paper on sale from like Kroger. But I don't really like that toilet paper from Kroger anymore. It just be too many loose pieces. That's TMI, but you know what I'm talking about. Like little pieces of toilet paper getting stuck everywhere. It's like the commercial. So I'm like, nah. I'm going to have to switch to a different toilet paper brand. So if you are happy with the toilet paper brand that you have, please just let me know what it is, because I am tired of these little pieces of toilet paper everywhere. And I mean everywhere. So, back to that. So, what was I talking about? I think it was something to do with electrolytes. Yeah, I just want to make sure, especially since it's summertime and I do go out and walk normally, like 5 days a week out in the sun, in the summer, in the heat. I just want to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. One day I am like pretty sure I was dehydrated because I was walking and my lips were super crusty and I thought I was looking good, but I got back to the apartment and I was looking like Tyrone Biggums. So I'm like, I just really need to make sure I'm getting my hydration in. Because, you know, when you get dehydrated, you feel super bad and everything like that. So, that is what I want to work on. So, what else was I saying? So I had the dry mouth. I was talking about side effects, I believe. So I had the dry mouth and the shot hurt a little bit more this time. And I was super exhausted after I took the shot. But I think other than that, things are going fairly well. I feel like I'm not going to the bathroom as often as I would really like to go. But, so I'm trying to think about ways to do that. I don't want to get on Metamucil. Yeah, I think that's the one that I might have some here, but I don't want to get on Metamucil or something like that. I do have a stool softener that I can take, that I was trying to take every day, like 1 pill, but I forgot. So I think I didn't forget like a couple of days. But anywho, yesterday, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is new to me, but one of my cousins had shared this post about this chia water. And I'm like, chia water? I've never heard of chia water. I've heard of like chia pudding, but I never heard of chia water. So I'm like, chia water. So basically, it just looked like water that you put chia seeds in. And then in the picture, it had like, I think it had like some mint and some like cut up slices of lemon. So you just kind of like, it's almost like a spa water. It's like a spa water, but with chia seeds added. I guess that would be a good way to describe it. So I was like, oh, chia seeds. Chia seeds have fiber. And I think they have a little protein and everything else. So I'm like, oh, you know what? This would be a good way to supplement without supplementing. So I had some zero sugar Minute Maid that I was finishing up. Because I'm not really a big juice drinker, but people were talking about how good that juice was. So I had got some, like, I feel like almost last month. It took me a while to drink the juice because I'm not a real big juice drinker. But I had a little bit of it left, so I poured that into one of my little Gatorade bottles, and then I put the chia seeds in. Well, I put the chia seeds in first. Note to self, don't put the chia seeds in first. Next time, put the juice in first, then put the chia seeds, then put more juice in, and then shake it up. And then I let it sit for like 30 minutes. I think the key is to let it sit so it can almost start to form like that little gel. And you want to make sure that all of them get like hydrated. I don't know that I would do that every day though. Just because chia seeds kind of like bind to the liquid that you have or that they're exposed to. So I assume that they're probably getting bigger in my stomach. And I think that you need to make sure that if you do the chia water, then you have to make sure that you supplement with a lot of real water to help trying to flush everything through. So I don't know that I would do that every day, but it might be something that I do every other day. But I'm kind of low on my chia seeds right now. Well, I think that I'm low. I need to look in my cabinet and see. But it is a nice way to get fiber in if you want to try to get fiber in. So I don't know. I had some spinach, and I had the chia water. So I wonder right now if it's like a blockage type situation. It's trying to work its way down, and maybe I might need to just drink some more water to try to like finish flushing my system out. So that's I haven't pooped as much as I want to, but I have pooped a few times since I took the medicine this first week. So, yeah, I think yesterday I just started eating too late. I don't think I ate till maybe 2 o'clock. And I think on this type of journey, I think it's hard to get all of your protein. And, basically it's hard to hit your macros if you start eating too late in the day because you just don't really feel like eating a lot. So, period. I mean, it's hard to eat a lot anyway. And if you start eating too late, then it becomes extra hard to get everything in. So I really need to, like right now while I'm talking and messing around, I really need to be trying to make some breakfast just to try to make sure that I'm able to try to get everything in that I need to get in. I think for me, in this stage, it might be better for me to have 5 smaller meals or 3 smaller meals. It would be easier to get smaller meals in as opposed to try to eat 3 regular sized meals. For me personally, I just don't really feel all that hungry. So it's hard to eat when you know, 1, that you're on a weight loss journey, but 2, that you just don't really feel that hungry. So, I got some things at the store. I wanted to get these protein waffles that I see people talking about, but I totally missed the dry waffle section of the store. And since they recently changed my Walmart around, I wasn't trying to go back. I don't even know where it was at anyway to try to find it, but I wasn't trying to go back to try to find it. So I was just like, fuck it. I got some frozen waffles. And I got some frozen sausage. And I'm not really a big sausage eater, but I was like, oh, I'll get sausage because sausage has more protein than bacon. But really, it's like neither one of them don't really have a significant amount of protein. So, I think next time I'm just going to stick with the bacon because I know that I like bacon as opposed to sausage, which I'm kind of iffy about. But I got some frozen sausage because I said that I was going to have sausage and waffles. Well, frozen waffles, but I just need something basically to keep me going. Another thing that I noticed, damn, I just lost my train of thought. But another thing that I noticed, I can't even remember what the other thing that I noticed was. I don't know. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, no, I was going to talk about, when I got some like beef smoked sausage, like a Hillshire Farms rope sausage. I got one of those. I just wanted to have some more protein here, and I got a rotisserie chicken, and I got some of those Better Good wings that people talk about from there. I just wanted to have some more protein here so I can make sure that I'm getting my protein in. And I think I might do a little meal prepping today, not like a whole bunch, but I think I'm just going to make maybe one other meal or something, so I'll be able to have something to eat, even if my aunt doesn't necessarily cook, or I can have something for lunch. Because some days, I tried to consciously eat lunch this week, but I think the week before I even started the shot, I don't know that I ate lunch all of those days. Sometimes when it gets super hot, I just don't really feel like eating that much. I try to be cognizant of what I eat because I don't want to get to throwing up. And speaking of throwing up and nausea on this, I feel like nausea hit me sometimes. I don't feel like nausea hit me super bad this whole time that I've been on it. But I have had moments where I felt slightly nauseous. But I think in those moments is mainly after, I feel like, I don't want to say it's normally when my stomach is empty. Because I think the whole point of the medicine is to delay your stomach emptying. So is your stomach ever really truly empty? Probably not. But I felt like after I had ate, I normally feel a little woozy when I didn't really feel like I had anything on my stomach, if I'm making sense. So basically, I felt that if I ate a little bit when I started to feel nauseous and drank a little bit, I felt like a little bit better. So even though I know it seems counterintuitive, for me, when I started to feel a little nauseous, if I just ate like a little something, I felt like a little bit better. So I was talking about protein. I talked about a few little side effecty things that I was noticing. And I don't really feel like I have anything else, and I probably have rambled on long enough. I did weigh myself, and it looks like as of this morning, I'm down 5 pounds. So 5 pounds in a week is not bad. I'll definitely take it. Don't get discouraged if you haven't lost anything, because I listened to a lot of people talk about their compounded journey or their journey with the medicine, period. And some people have said that they hadn't lost anything in the first week. And which can be normal. I think everybody don't try to focus too much on other people's journey. I think the most important thing is your journey is your journey. And something that might not affect somebody else might affect you. So, like, you could start out on it, and 2.5 might not do anything for you. Because some people said that they didn't even start to lose weight until 4 to 6 weeks in, which can be discouraging, especially if you have to pay out of pocket. I assume that if you're taking Compounded Tirzeppi, you might either be paying out of pocket or your insurance might not cover it. Like for me specifically, my insurance doesn't cover any weight loss medications. So it doesn't matter if I'm on a pill or a shot or whatever, or trying to get a surgery or whatever. You just have to figure it out on your own because your insurance doesn't pay for it. So I know it could be discouraging, and you could feel like you're possibly wasting money. Especially if you're trying something out and it's not working as fast as you would want it to. But for me, I'm super short. So since I'm super short, I'm super obese. So I have a lot of weight to lose. So some people, 5 pounds is a lot for me. But some 5 pounds might not be much for somebody else, or 5 pounds might be too much for somebody else. So you just have to run your own race at the end of the day, and just try to hold out for it. Try to hold out and keep going. So I think my plan is, I got a message from the place that I got my medicine from, just saying like, hey, they're going to reach out to me at some point and kind of ask me how I'm feeling, what I want to do, where I want to go. For me, I'm thinking about, as of right now, I'm thinking about trying to stay on the initial dose. I want to stay on the doses as long as I can before titrating up, because one, some places the higher doses are more expensive, but also two, I don't want to necessarily titrate all the way up to, I think 15 is the farthest, and then get there and there's nowhere for me to go. So I want to try to, I don't want to say milk them, but like milk them for as long as I can before I move up. So I want to, ideally, I like to be on this dose for 2 to 3 months before I move up to the next dose. So, but that also comes at a cost too, because, could you be getting better results or something higher? I don't know. But for right now, I don't want to rush to the top. I want to try to do it in a gradual and sustainable way, because, like I said on my earlier videos, I've been like overweight, plus size, obese, to a certain extent, out of shape for like the last 30 years. So I'm not going to be devastated if I don't lose 120 pounds in 30 days or 3 months or something like that. I'm just trying to make it a day at a time, basically. So, to make a long story short, I lost 5 pounds this first week. I don't feel terrible. I feel, I guess the best way to describe it is, I think somebody said it's kind of like when you get the flu, like in the beginning when you're coming down with the cold or something, where you feel kind of achy and you feel kind of tired and you feel like a little dehydrated. Like, that's how it kind of feels. I haven't been sick in a really long time, so I guess I would equate it to kind of like when you take your vaccine. Like the first day, you kind of feel like a little achy, and you might have some injection site pain, or you might feel like a little dehydrated, or you might feel a little achy. So that's what I attribute it to. Kind of like getting a vaccine. You feel a little iffy the first few days, but then as the days go on, you start to feel okay. So, to make a long story short, I lost 5 pounds. I don't feel too bad. I'm not going to really worry about getting my medicine or try to figure out how to hoard it or any of that other stuff. I'm just going to let it come as it comes. People have been, I'm going to say I'm a late bloomer, but I'm late to the party. People have been on this medicine for a year and a half, over a year. Like, people have been on it a while. And they seem to be doing okay, or they found a way to find it. So I figure I'm going to find a way to find it too if I need it. Or if something else comes out, I might switch to something else. Or if I have problems getting tirzepatide, then I'm going to be kind of sad, but I'll just switch to semaglutide. Like, I'm not going to let this worry me at this stage. everything works out in the end. So I'll just deal with it as I come to it. But overall, I feel pretty good. I just have some minor little problems, minor little side effects, and I don't feel terrible at all. So if you're on the fence about taking it, I would recommend. I'm no medical doctor. I have no medical experience at all. But I'd recommend that if you're on the fence and you're relatively healthy, but you're trying to keep yourself from going down a path of further, well, I guess you can't say relatively healthy. Because, people don't realize that obesity is a disease, but that's a conversation for another day. But if you're not on a lot of medications, maybe that would be a way to say, if you're not on a lot of medications, or hell, maybe if you are, I've heard people talk about how they were able to get off of blood pressure medicine and get off diabetes medicine and wean themselves off of cholesterol medicine. This medicine is saving lives. I don't want to be dramatic, but it's seeming and every day you get new information. Somebody says it reduces your risk of heart failure. And then somebody says that, it might help with dementia. It's a lot of different things. It's still in the, this is still basically a developing story about all of the good things that it could happen. And I'm sure people have bad experience and bad things can happen too. But bad things can happen to you if you remain, 50, 75, 100, 150 pounds overweight. I don't know. So I've rambled on enough, but at the end of the day, this first week, I feel pretty good. I lost 5 pounds. I have minimal side effects. I'm just going to keep going with the journey and see where it takes me. And that's it. That's it and that's all. So thank you so much. If you want to share how your journey is going or any other positive thoughts, please leave a comment and just stay tuned for the next one.